on your existing gutters. You'll never have to climb a ladder to clean out your gutters again. Our installation process is simple and easy. Just give us a call and set up an appointment today. We'll come out and give you a free gutter inspection. Hi guys, welcome back to XCOM 2 Long War the Chosen Mod Jam. Just loaded up a mission. Let's see. You'll never have to worry about costly damage from clogged gutters again. It's peace of mind and then some. Call us today to get started. Join millions of satisfied homeowners. Schedule your free inspection today. Call 833-LEAKFILTER or visit leakfilter.com.
If you know luxury, it's not just a word. It's a real word. Softwood mattresses supports all types of sleepers with durable steel corners and plush organic. Luxury is handcrafted in American factories and brought directly to you with our free in-home white glove delivery service, which is why over 90% of customers would recommend Sapa to friends and family. Sapa, luxury mattress made.
When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on SiriusXM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on SiriusXM. America is listening.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Scholars in the country. Former Deputy Assistant Attorney General, U.S. UC Berkeley Law Professor, Hoover Institution, visiting felon all around, great guy. John, you see this case in Manhattan. How bad is it for our nation? How bad is it for our electoral system? How bad is it for the rule of law, for federalism, the whole kit and caboodle?
Mark, thanks for having me back. I am saddened at what this case has now done to our political and constitutional system. It's hard to exaggerate the harm that it's going to do, not just to Donald Trump. He's important, but the more important question is, what does this do to our institutions? You said our legal system, our electoral system, our system of federalism and the separation of powers for all future presidents, for all future citizens. First, we have never prosecuted a former president before. This is not because past presidents have done anything bad. It's because we thought it was the best thing for our separation of powers to leave presidents alone. And the reason why is because the Constitution concentrates so much responsibility and authority in the president to take care that the laws are faithfully executed, to protect the country from foreign threats. That we don't want our presidents who are making the hardest decisions on behalf of the country to be worrying about whether they're going to be prosecuted or not. We don't want our presidents to be insurance companies just as worrying about risks and balances of their own personal finances and their own personal legal situation. We want them to decide what's best for the country. Now, because this case was so close, because it was facing such legal theories, it opens the door wide now for any DA, and there are 2,500 of them in the country, any DA to sue from prosecuting any president, any past president, perhaps any sitting president under the theories that were put forward earlier. I think an even worse problem is for the rule of law. Because what we've all learned now, I think, is that prosecutors can destroy a person, they can destroy a person's reputation, his finances, just by investigating them. Even before they get to court, just by publicly announcing that they're investigating someone. We have for 230 years relied on prosecutors, on our elected chief executives, governors, and presidents to show against statesmanship, to go show good judgment, not to abuse this power. But now what we've seen is that I think the Biden Justice Department and these blue city DAs are abusing this power not to try to stop crime, but to target individuals because they don't like them, because they're unpopular, and then define the crimes.
I knew that would happen.
That is direct assault on the rule of law, and that harms all of us in the country, all the citizens, not just Trump, not just presidents, but you and me and everyone else.
What about the referral system that you had? Other DAs decided that they picked up the sign to try to decide the outcome of the election through the process, and to make a use reference to federal law, seize jurisdiction from what is a complex layer of federal authorities and decision makers when it comes to federal election campaign law, let alone seize the authority from federal courts and the Supreme Court to make these decisions, regardless of what the New York courts say up and down the chain. I mean, whatever the New York courts say up and down the chain, that is not the final decision. If the federal Supreme Court decides to step in, that's the final decision for you, New York. So if I'm in California and I see that it worked in New York because there's a lumbering appellate process, but I can interfere with an election by the time the appellate process catches up with me, so be it. They're going to time it the same way. So this can really become a cancer on the political campaign system of the highest federal official in the United States. The election there too, no?
I appreciate what you said here, Stephen, because the Supreme Court has made clear, not just in one offsite claim, in 3 very clear decisions, that only the federal government can enforce federal law. Only the Justice Department and the Federal Election Commission can prosecute and pursue for violations of federal election law. They're the guardians of how a federal election should run. And so what happened here is that the DA, approved by this judge, Judge Mershon, were at the authority of the DA and basically decided to prosecute his own interpretation of federal law. That's not permissible under our separation of powers and permissible Supreme Court will reverse. Because you see, I think that Jesus here is the bad value.
So should we sit and there was nothing we could do? Wait in the courts in New York. All the impacts we said, despite the fact that those courts can't even catch up with the electoral process, and that's intentional. The case was highlighted this time. Can we just sit back and say, well, it's a rare chance that they will do so forth and so on? And that's that. That's my question to you. We'll be right back. Don't stop fast.
Engines in session. Time to get to work. In the buzzer. American Ninja Warrior. Check your local listing.
I'm Richard Clark, and I love my hose. My hose is lightweight.
Over there.
My hose will not pink. And my hose is easy to use. And ain't not old hoses. This is mine. The new pocket hose comparable now used with real copper, so your water is always clean and lead-free. Just turn on the water, let your hose grow and grow. Full-size, 3/4-inch hose. It stretches and expands on a rubber band. And when you turn on the water, let it go. Trimming and squeezing that water out until it's practically bone dry. And that makes it easy to carry and put away. Our new inner tube uses 3 layers of high-strength latex on the inside. And it's wrapped over a building jack, similar to the technology used in forest-fired hoses because it's light and tough, 3 times stronger than the other hoses. It's guaranteed for 10 years. Your redesigned connector protector helps stop leaks at the stick. But my favorite part of our new hose build, the oversized easy grip pins. Easy on and off, even with gloves. More than 100 patents worldwide. It's the best fucking hose in the world. Get the super light 25 foot fucking hose copper fluid today for only $29.99. But wait, call now. We've got our copper spray nozzle with our exclusive thumb drive free. Simply use your thumb to turn off and on. And with 10 unique patterns, you'll have a setting for every job. It's a $30 value. Yours free with every 50 foot copper fluid. But it's not available in stores. This is an exclusive release of our newest pocket hose. There is a strict limit of 3 per order. Don't wait. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-709-4650 or visit copperbullethose.com. So call 1-800-709-4650 or visit copperbullethose.com. Order now.
Grace is quiet luxury at disruptive prices. Because beautiful things should be for everyone. With Quince, you can get more summer essentials, more high-quality materials, and more of life's fine things. Because quality should never be a luxury.
Now they're coming at me from behind.
$10 off your first purchase at Quince.com.
The West was a chaotic brew of progress and explosive. Jesse James, Blackburn, and Bush Cassidy became icons to a nation desperate for heroes. As long as some chose to live outside the law, others would always be ready to put their lives on the line to bring them to justice. This is Outlaws and Lawmen on Fox Nation.
Welcome to Fox News Live. I'm John Scott in New York. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will address a joint session of Congress after accepting an invitation from the House and Senate. It comes as he faces growing pressure to reach a ceasefire deal with Hamas. Yesterday, President Biden outlined a 3-phase peace plan for the war in Gaza that he says is from Israel. Hamas views the deal positively, told, but Netanyahu insists the conditions for ending the war have not changed. He says there will be no permanent ceasefire until Hamas is destroyed. This all raises questions over Israel's degree of support for the plan and outright outlaw. The historic launch of Boeing's Starliner spacecraft is postponed. Today's launch was struck by technical issues just minutes before liftoff. The next launch opportunity just after noon. I'm John Scott, and now back to life, liberty, and living.
We'll try not to be too legalistic here, so John's going to spin my proposition that there should be a filing of all the relevant subjects, so forth, and constitutional issues of what we call common law rights. There's different types of common law rights. There's mandamus, there's prohibition, and there is beautiful.
Even if you were listening right on desktop here, there is a Supreme Court case in the mid-90s that says that anyone who's being held unconstitutionally by a state law, which will be the case here, can go directly to the Supreme Court and file for a writ of habeas corpus. It's called usually for some way to get involved too early in state proceedings.
Just a robot.
The staters and the U.S. is allowed the CA and the Special to do this such extraordinary assault on the rule of law, on our constitutional system. And I think the top lawyers could go to the Supreme Court and say this is the demand for this would happen when you need extraordinary substantial peace. And then the second you do it, say we already got a case presidential immunity. So all we're asking you to do is pause, stop the New York courts. Don't allow them to take legal measures against presidential. And this will issue your immunity decision. The order may say presidents have full immunity from criminal prosecution, and they might say such a way that it will bypass actually these city proceedings and cause them maybe to never be able to bring the case in the first place. If that happens, so we just want to do is Congress and pause everybody. Don't let any further proceedings against President Trump proceed until you decide operation, until you see the immunity decision, Well, he was saying he should really go and look at the merits of the case, see that this prosecutor is trying to enforce federal law, as you, the Supreme Court, has said several times in the last 20 years, is unconstitutional, and watch the indictment. Stop this kind of trial from happening. Look at all the damage it will do to the separation of powers and to federalism and to our electoral system and to the rule.
And the court took this extraordinary step when the Bush Cheney campaign, you're involved in this litigation, there were many other excellent lawyers, went to the Supreme Court because the Florida Supreme Court had issued a ruling that was obviously intended to help Gore, and they weren't done. And they filed what they called an emergency appeal to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court treated it as a writ. A writ of certiorari, I don't want to get too complicated here, which this would not be. But we do have other writ potentials where the judiciary itself doesn't have to be statutorily based. Bush versus Gore is a perfect example, including a number of these federal jurisdiction points that you raised. Yes, you will take up the case. Maybe they won't. But if you don't petition the court and bring it to them, I know for sure 100% they won't. So if this is a big enough problem, and we argue the Republicans on the line, presidential elections are on the line, the rule of law is on the line, the Bill of Rights are on the line, that we need to address this. We've never seen such a horrendous thing in our lives. Why would you not?
I agree, and the reason for one way to look at it is this. Usually the Supreme Court doesn't exercise this great power because it respects the states, it respects state courts, as it should. But here what you've done is you've seen a perversion of the rule of law. You've seen the cooperation of a state judge in these outrageous charges. And by the time the state courts could correct it, the damage has already been done. It will be well after the election before the state court of appeals and the court of Paris in New York will have a chance to hear this case and make a decision before you can get to the U.S. Solicitation Act faster, to be conscious of the harm that this is doing in their ability to choose the president by November.
Let me just say this, harm is already done. Because even if the highest court in New York throws the case out on every ground that we think it should, that's New York. There's not a national standard. That's New York law. That's not national, federal law. I'm in California, I'm a DA, say in San Francisco or Berkeley, and I say, you know what? I can do that next election too. And I'll let the courts catch up with me in the state. You can't have that going on in 20, 30, 40 states and so forth and so on. You need to have a national process for a national election where the national authorities are responsible and in charge of it. John, I want to thank you very much. You've been doing a fantastic job. You'll always do. And God bless you, my friend. Keep your head down and work.
Thanks, Mark. It's not easy, but I'll try.
God bless you. We'll be right back.
When you get the man who has everything, you get him a bullseye run. The smarter, faster, hands-free way to go over there. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power bank, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power air compressor in the palm of your hand. Go online and Bullseye Pro.com to get more, which is $7.99. Get free shipping and we'll give you a 10% discount on the second one. Plus, it's also available on Amazon.
Here to lead us back to life, if you're sitting higher flying flag, like with the terror, so we really need a commitment to quality. All of our practice are packing all the press points, and they are so double the
All the black materials are sourced in America and they're made by Americans. We're American made from beginning to end.
Shop now at showagents.com. Vehicle Caravans. Whatever you call Caravans.com. 26 South Walgreens flavors that are the freshest and softest caramels ever produced. Try it for yourself with someone you know. Go today to caramels.com and see for yourself.
I'm Bobby Brown. I started Joe's Road because it wasn't done. Joe's Road is a modern approach to my beauty philosophy. Clean, good for you products that are versatile and easy to use. Learn more at joesroad.com.
had a city experience. You'll have bigger adventures and become part of the outdoor cooking revolution with your Blackstone Go Hub as the breakfast, lunch, and dinner you create. From fast and fun to low and slow. Anytime, anywhere. Look your ears, Blackstone Retailer at BlackstoneProducts.com now. Make everything better on Blackstone.
Introducing your new favorite shirt, the Lightweight Hoodie. Crafted with an ultra-light, quick-dry fabric, has exceptional breathability, natural sun protection, and is made from buttery soft bamboo for unmatched comfort. Your go-to summer hoodie has arrived.
AG1 works by making foundational nutrition easier. Combining vitamins, probiotics, and whole food source nutrients into one comprehensive formula. Start simplifying your nutrition today at drinkag1.com.
Consumer Cellular, this is Sam. How may I help you? This is Alexa. Somebody's what? Good morning. Oh, good. Consumer Cellular is the same exact coverage as the carriers, but around half the price.
Focus is tough to do, and it can spread.
It's time to start using Fungal. Maximum strength Fungal is so powerful. Whereas it prevents fungal infections. Plus, it has alcohol and tea tree oil to restore skin. Say goodbye to fungus with Fungal.
If you're shopping for a home, Realtor.com's Real Choice Financing now gives you more ways to afford a home, like down payment assistance programs in your area.
Don't all of us do that?
Not really. Trust the #1 app real estate professionals trust.
Great lawyer. Leo, Joe Biden is behind destroying the judicial nomination process as chairman of the Judiciary Committee when his senator destroyed the reputation of great people who were coming up who didn't agree with him. He's defied 2 Supreme Court rulings. He's attacked Supreme Court justices. He's attacked the Supreme Court as militia. After the Dobbs decision was harassing and threatening Supreme Court justices, he didn't say a damn thing about any of it. He didn't say a thing when his buddy Schumer threatened 2 Supreme Court justices. But now he says we need to honor what took place in the state court that is in Manhattan. What do you say to Joe Biden? You know,
I say don't listen to Joe Biden. This is a man who's unfit himself to stand trial. And yet he's going to lecture us from the White House. This man has no credibility when it comes to the Supreme Court whatsoever, the court system. He doesn't respect it. He was bragging last week about ignoring the Supreme Court ruling on student loans. This man only uses the Supreme Court for the legal system in it. No one in this country should respect the ruling that came out on Thursday against President Trump. Why? Because a district attorney and a state judge hijacking not only the criminal justice system, but the election system. There's no credibility in that ruling whatsoever, Mark. And what has happened is this. George Soros has used state judges, district attorneys, to basically take over not only local crime and local issues involving state, but they have hijacked the federal election system. We have a district attorney and a judge who's going to try to control the leading candidate for the presidency or how you campaign, where you campaign, and you have to face conflict frustration. It makes no sense. But the Democratic Party is to ignore the Constitution.
Wait.
All rules because they're only interested in what they were.
Not gonna take the brush yet.
Isn't it interesting? You know, throughout the when Joe Biden speaks in front of
Recon.
first of all, his dialect changes. He's always very angry. He's trying to upset people. He tries to racialize everything. And one of the things he says is that if you're black, you don't have to get shot at. Now, when you say that, clearly you must mean the justice system. Clearly it must mean you're not equal in front of the law. So he can destroy or try the Supreme Court's independence, individual justices. He can defy Supreme Court rulings. He can destroy the judicial nomination process at the federal level. And he can go in front of black audience and say, you don't have equal justice. You don't have a right. But when it comes to the case in Manhattan, which is a illustrative of the Stalin era. Just honored. Doesn't that demonstrate what a complete farce this whole damn thing is? It is a complete farce. Not only that, he is so black intelligent. And what's happening here? Joe Biden and the Democrats have used the justice system to target everyone that stands in their way for power. First of all, I find it offensive for Joe Biden to speak to black people every 4 years. He goes to a black church, he goes to NWC, and he insults the intelligence of black Americans. That's why he's losing black folks. That's why I left the Democratic Party, because of Joe Biden and his racist tendencies. But what they have done now is they have used this obsession with power to go after President Trump, and they have used it in a state court that has no authority to enforce federal law. And that's what they have done. And they want us to accept it. They want President Trump to accept it. But we didn't give it the eventual president electing and being elected in November. They want to use the system. And it cannot happen. It has to be used in action.
In the fast-paced rhythm of life, where demands can be relentless and time is precious, prioritizing your well-being can be hard. Not to worry. Balance of Nature fruits and veggie supplements are convenient and easy to add to any schedule. Paired with eating more fresh produce, regular exercise, and a positive mindset, Balance of Nature fruits and veggie supplements can help you keep your rhythm. Whether it be excelling in your day-to-day or just living in the moment, start your journey with Balance of Nature supplements. Make a splash into summer with Balance of Nature. Get 35% off plus a free fiber and spice supplement.
Good board.
Order as a preferred customer. Don't wait. This offer is only available while supplies last, with free shipping and a money-back guarantee. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this special offer by using discount code FOXNEWS. We're here with Chris Cunningham from Local Weed Filter. So Chris, tell us how weed filters differ from other drug plants on the market.
The weed filter's patented filter technology, there are no gaps, no openings, no place for debris to get in at all. And we install the filter on your existing gutters. It's a permanent solution. You'll never have to climb a ladder and connect the gutters again.
That's amazing, Chris. Tell me about the process.
Simple and easy. Just give us a call, set up an appointment. We'll come, give you a free gutter inspection.
Provide us with
If
some
they're
additional
sagging,
power
we'll
for the
repair them.
Avengers.
If they're broken, we'll
I
replace
need
them.
to add some
If they're in
sugar
good
for
shape, our local team will install weed filter in as little as a few hours.
Wow, and I understand you guys have a lifetime no clogs guarantee.
We do. It's actually a lifetime transferable no clogs guarantee.
You know, that's peace of mind and that's up. So how do people sign up?
Schedule your free inspection on 833 filter today. Or visit weedfilter.com.
WRA, College Sports, Holiday Star Athletes, Impact Smaller Programs. Friday games joins Brian for a campus interview tonight on One Nation.
Welcome to the fight.
indications of the eldest warlock actively working in this region.
You would think Joe Biden, who is the leader of the party that supported slavery and segregation and eugenics and Jim Crow, this day still opposes school choice, who shows up in black communities only during the election cycle, does nothing for the black community. You would think that he would know something about the state court system in the South during the period of slavery, during the period of post-Civil War segregation, and really leading right into the last century. He says, honor the court system. That's what we do. We honor a court system that honors the rule of law and justice. Isn't that what we do here throughout? That's what we try to do, but Joe Biden doesn't follow law. He does not respect the law. Justice. He plays the race card with black Americans, and black Americans are leading Joe Biden and the Democrats. They figured it out. It took 50 years. It took 50 years.
Let's save this.
Biden wants to keep black Americans thinking that they're dependent on the Democrats. And what has happened is that
And we'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.
continuously use that race card. I want to be very clear about something that I want every American to understand. There is no systemic racism in America.